One of the best strategies to improve your focus and attention is to reduce your time online, especially on social media. Some psychologists call this a digital detox. Now, here are some signs that you might need a digital detox. You check your phone every few minutes, you feel anxious if you can't find your phone, almost in a panic even. And there is a name for this, by the way, no mobile phone phobia, or Nomophobia for short. You might feel worried, angry or sad after spending time on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram or another social media platform. You suffer also from FOMO, fear of missing out, and you keep on checking your phone to see what everybody's doing. You look at your phone first thing in the morning and last thing at night. You find it hard to concentrate on a task without wanting to check your phone. So, if you recognise any of these symptoms, you might well need what we call a digital detox. And according to research from Nielsen, the average US adult spends around 11 hours every day listening to, watching, reading or interacting with media. I suspect it's very similar in Canada and Britain and other Western countries too. In Johann Hari's excellent book from 2022, Stolen Focus, he explains how the tech industry has deliberately created this predicament. He interviewed many of the world's leading strategists from Google and the major social media players, and he claims that, and I quote, "The phones we have and the programs that run on them were deliberately designed by the smartest people in the world to maximally grab and maximally hold our attention." In many ways, we are addicted to our devices. Although it's not formally classified as an addiction, more and more psychologists believe that the overuse of devices constitutes a behavioural addiction that can result in genuine psychological, social and even health problems. The Canadian author and expert on happiness, Neil Pasricha, made a fascinating observation when he was interviewed on Canadian television, and I quote, "If you drink a bottle of wine before bed every night, slept with a bottle of wine within 10 feet of your head while you're sleeping, and drank a bottle of wine when you got up in the morning, we would call you an alcoholic." We're all doing that with our cell phones, and we don't seem to see what we are all, phone-aholics. How about you? Are you addicted to your cell phone? Well, if you are, then there are numerous studies that suggest it is having a very negative effect on you. Excessive use of your digital devices can lead to self-image problems, low self-esteem, less social interaction in person, sleep problems, higher risk of anxiety and depression, weight gain, lack of exercise, and above all, poor time management. It weakens your focus. We live in what has been called the age of mass distraction, and the most dangerous weapon of all is a smartphone. So how do we detox digitally? Well, we can go for what's called a digital fast, when you give up all digital devices for a short period of time, such as a day or two. Maybe when you go on holiday, it's an ideal time to try this, and maybe you can go for a whole week without them. Alternatively, you can choose a set time, such as a day or a morning or a few hours each day when you stay off your devices. Start small, then work up to a longer detox. Some people reduce their social media or even close their accounts, and make sure you delete the app, as this is a clear statement of your intent. And it's important to replace your online activity with something more healthy and enjoyable. Maybe go for a walk or spend time with friends, or take up a hobby that you used to enjoy. I find gardening and long hikes the ideal activity, the ideal replacement. It's going to be very hard at first, especially if you see it as an addiction. But the more time you spend off your phone, the calmer and more relaxed you will be. In many ways, you'll be coming back to your senses. You will learn to connect to other people, nature, and above all, yourself. And my final suggestion is to always remember this advice. Make your smartphone your servant, not your master.